Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Curtis. Thanks for joining me today. AI stocks got hit hard today, right? We're talking Micron, we're talking Marvell, we're talking Nvidia, we're talking Qualcomm, we're talking the Seagate right here. Okay, Seagate down $125, 12%. Qualcomm down $15, 7%. I mean, that's just, I mean, they've been taking a hard hit, but you know who's been climbing up? Software. Palantir, ServiceNow, Snowflake, Microsoft. Okay, if you stick around for the rest of this video, I'm going to show you exactly what the next trade moves are going to be. Okay, so let's take a look at it. I already mentioned it. AI infrastructure, chip, memory stocks got hit hard. Software climbing up right now. What I ended up thinking was, okay, so what's going on with this rotation here? What's going on, right? If you take a look at the trending stocks for today, all right, today is June 26th. Eli Lilly, they went up $80, 7% going up. Okay, their volume 7.7 million compared to their 3-month average of 3 million. They're up in volume at least double. But Moderna, they're up $7, 12% today. Okay, 14 million volume versus their average of 7 million. What does that tell you, right? They're rotating over to healthcare, that's for sure. And then I already showed you all software as well, right? Look at Snowflake, up $21, almost 10% today. Look at that right there, the volume, 25 million today. It's 3 times their average right there. That's Snowflake. We're looking at ServiceNow. They're up too, but of course their volume's not, it hasn't doubled or anything like that. It's roughly at about the same. We're talking about Workday. We're talking about Datadog. Okay, look at their volume jump right there, doubled. Even Adobe is up right now, up today $9, almost 5%, and their volume jumped up a little bit as well. So that is where your trades are going to be, my friend. If you think about it, okay, that's where all the money from the infrastructure build right now is rotating over into healthcare, which are the defensive, right? The healthcare, the utilities. But you know what? If you don't want to play that and you want to just stick with AI, we've got software. So I'm going to cover with you all first. We've got Microsoft today. Also jumped up, okay? Market opened roughly about 350-ish, and then they closed at about 370-ish. Pretty darn good. 5% jump, $20 jump. And right here says Microsoft's facing pressures from rising memory costs leading to product price increases, while its stock has fallen about 25% this year. Despite this, strong AI revenue growth positive. Analyst sentiment suggests potential recovery opportunities. And Microsoft, let me tell you all, that's one of your opportunities right now, okay? In this little short span where they've rotated over to Microsoft, this is your time, all right? Microsoft, even in the long term, is going to be your time as well. So that's why in my opinion, all right, Microsoft would be a fantastic stock to start at least researching, looking into, and thinking about. All right, here is the price action and the volume. If you take a look at it, start from June 17th right here. So we've got 41 million jumping to about 59 million, jumping back into the mid 40s as the price continues to consolidate around that 370-ish range. But today, 181 million in volume. Okay, that's telling me that all those people who have rotated, all the investors, all the institutional buyers, all of the algorithm buyers, okay, they have rotated over to Microsoft. And you know what has started that, right? Probably all the fearfulness with the Korean stock exchange, with all the memory stocks over there being so volatile, they're not sure. Then you get the narrative of OpenAI not wanting to go public. And my speculation on that is that maybe they think that they're going to get better multiples the next year around when they actually are showing a little bit more, productivity, a little bit better research and development, a little bit better products out there right now, a little bit or higher revenue profitability as well. So OpenAI is holding off on that. That's scaring off all these folks that are holding the infrastructure built stuff, moving over to software. Now, again, Microsoft, right? The way that I believe you should play this right here is, next week, Monday, a market open, okay? Make sure you keep an eye on it. See how the volume looks like in the early morning. Okay, if volume picks up, price goes up, that might be a good signal. I'm just telling you, that's my opinion, and that's how I would play this, okay? So that's Microsoft for you. Let's jump right into Snowflake as well, right? Today, Snowflake 21 up $21, almost 22, up almost 10%. All right. I mean, you're talking about these software companies that were at one time, I mean, they were like, you know what, AI is going to get rid of software. Software all tanked. Nobody wanted them. Now the market sentiment is swinging over to software, which in my opinion, it's like, I mean, it's so emotional, right? That sentiment, it's like at the end of the day, it's although it is a herd mentality, if we want to win, we've got to jump on this bandwagon and play it the right way. At least that's my opinion. So if you're going to be trading for the short term in the for the next, couple days to the next few weeks, I would play software. Now, at the end of the day, right? If you're playing, in my opinion, you should still at least stick with stocks and companies that are got strong fundamentals like Microsoft and Snowflake here. And then, of course, I mean, if you're still stuck in infrastructure, you're still stuck with the data centers, you're still stuck with the GPUs, you're still stuck with the memory chips, that's all fine because you know what? It's a matter of time before that becomes the flavor of the day again. So don't worry about that. Anyways, let's jump right into Snowflake. Right here says Snowflake has seen a 5.1% decline since its last earnings report, despite strong growth metrics, including a 33% year-over-year revenue increase to 1.39 billion. Investor focus on AI adoption and operational efficiencies, with analysts adjusting their earnings estimates upwards. So it sounds real good for Snowflake at least. And when it rubs off of from Snowflake to other software companies, I mean that's how you know that the market sentiment, the investors are starting to believe more with the AI integration into software. And of course, I mean, they're going to need something to work with the AI, especially some of these companies who's got such a huge influence on enterprise companies already out there. So I'm going right into the historical data. Apologize, I clicked on the wrong tab right there. I clicked on financials. But let's take a look right into the historical data, okay? Let's just start from June 17th, similar to what we did with Microsoft, okay? We take a look at the volume. They were roughly at about 6 million, 7 million right there, consolidating roughly about the 230-ish range for that week right there. And then it starts to, slowly kind of just climb up a little bit, and then today 25 million in volume. That right there is again all of the investors flocking over to Snowflake, flocking over to the software stocks. So that's all I'm saying right now is that's how you can tell, right? When they have these 4 or 5x volume jumps, that's I mean that's everybody's flocking over to that stock or that sector right now. That's exactly what we saw with Microsoft. Same thing with Snowflake. Again, what I would do is, right now you see they jumped from 227 close on the 25th yesterday to 248 today. On Monday when they open, you want to watch that volume. If that volume starts out in the first a couple hours, that is in I don't 3, 4, 5 million, and it looks like it's going to be picking up a lot of steam. That might be a good idea for you to move in on it because you want to catch the momentum. But there's one thing that you might want to think about is actually your exit strategy. When are you going to jump out once you've gotten in already? And I think that they will at least looking pretty darn good for the next few days, but you'll have to find out. Keep an eye close on them. Have an exit strategy based on the price that you enter at. Catch that momentum and then get out. That's my opinion. Not financial advice. See what's palatable for you and your portfolio, your investments, and your trades. But I mean, in my opinion, that's how I would play the momentum chase right now. Especially, I mean, the thing is, one thing that a lot of investors are in tuned in is trying to buy at the lowest point possible. And in my opinion, I mean, that's wrong because you know what? I mean, it kind of goes back to Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger's mindset, right? Which is the walking down the street trying to pick up an old cigarette butt and smoke it rather than, trying to get like a cigarette butt a cigarette that's got a lot on it already. And so, in my opinion, you want to catch that momentum wave, know when you want to get out, once you've captured some gains, and then call it good, be happy with that. I hope that helped you guys out. I hope that gave you guys some insights. If you want to learn more about some of these technical analysis and looking into volumes or the RSI indicator stuff like that, right? I'll try to share more, okay? But I've got a couple videos already. I'll go ahead and throw it up here or up over here. That way you can kind of catch it. I've done some on Micron and some on Marvell, and you can take a look into that, okay? I hope this video helped. If you liked it, right, click that thumbs up for me. Click that subscribe for me, and make it a great weekend.